All right.
Right when my driveway melted. 9 inches.
Let's call the Sports Service Committee meeting to order. It is February 23rd. The time is 10 o'clock a.m. Let's do the information tech agenda first, Mike. Yeah, all right, so let me get the minutes approved, Mike, before I get around to you. Approval of the minutes of the prior committee meeting put forward by Turner, seconded by Grainer. All those in favor of the minutes as presented previously, please say signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? All right, passes unanimously. All right, so any public comment or privilege of the floor? Being none, we'll move on to the action agenda. Mike, would the reserve fund transfer anticipated technology replacements is the rationale? You want to explain that?
Yeah, the scheduled replacement, computer upgrade for various computers. We're planned on.
Yes,
No, I'll move that, John.
Supervisor.
Yes, thank you.
Supervisor Mayday, second. Any discussion? All right, let's put it to the floor for a vote. All those in favor of the reserve fund transfer as proposed, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, motion passes unanimously. Second request, create telecom per diem position, delete full-time telecom position. Because of change in departmental needs. Mike?
Yep, so 2, 3, and 4 kind of go together. We have somebody retiring, wasn't really planned on, but here we are. In telecom, the world has changed, so I don't need to replace with the same skill set anymore because our phone system's been upgraded and very different. And wanted to keep them on for per diem for the rest of the year and to focus on projects and transition. And then if we can do that and then create a help desk technician, so it's a body for a body, and then the number 4 would be to shuffle the money from one to the other so that I stay neutral budget for the year. So the plan is eliminate his position, make per diem, keep him on per diem. And then once we figure out the math to find out when I can actually start somebody, but still create the position, but not start it until I have money to pay him or her.
Okay, so I'll bring it to the floor. 2, 3, and 4. Why don't we do them together?
I'll make a motion.
Supervisor Mayday, seconded by Supervisor Turner. Any further questions for Mike? Yes.
Thank you, Chairman. So how much does the current full-time gentleman make?
It's 45, 36 an hour. I don't have.
No, that's the proposed part-time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's about 90 grand a year.
yeah.
What is the person that's retiring make right now?
The person that's retiring would be 90.
They're making 90, and then you're proposing that person will retire and stay on as a part-time at about 90 prorate and 45. Okay.
Yep, the same hourly rate. Yep.
And then will there be a time this year where the person will be on part-time and the new hire will be on at the same time? And if so, do you have that in your budget?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah, that's where I've got to wait a little bit to say, okay, I have 90 grand for the year. I've already paid them up to now.
Yep.
And then I've got to pay them out for leave time
Mhm.
and then money for the rest of the year. So once this is finalized, we do that math, find out where does that lead me to hire a new person? It might not be till like September, October before I can actually hire somebody, but once we figure that math out.
And then we would delete the part-time position once the full transition is through.
Yeah, but it might be contemplating if where we are. And so right now, the plan is only to the end of the year. But I don't want to say that, like reapproach the subject if we needed to keep them on next year, if we had still catch up projects to do.
If it's gonna work per diem, is it going to be every day throughout the rest?
Not every day, no.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. There's a
Savings.
savings because obviously you can't make more than $35,000.
Correct.
So,
Yep.
okay.
Any further questions from committee? All right, let's vote on 2, 3, and 4. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Passes unanimously. Any other discussion items? All right, privilege of the floor, public comment. Thank you, Mike. let's move on to County Clerk, DMV. All right, we have one action item. Transfer of $50 from A 1410-120 county clerk salaries overtime to A 1665-120 public records salaries overtime. Rationale to cover any minimal overtime that may occur through 2026. Currently, we have 14 cents not funded.
So every once in a while, a 0.004 hours sneaks through and it turns into overtime. And we have $0 in public records for overtime. So we're just proposing to transfer it from our county clerk overtime to our public records overtime, just to cover anything that does slip through the cracks.
All right, bring it to the floor. Supervisor Strainer, Supervisor Etu. Further questions for county clerk on this matter? Seeing none, let's put it to a vote. All those in favor of what's proposed signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Passes unanimously. All right, discussion item 2025 annual report of the Warren County Clerk's Office.
I'm gonna let you guys read that on your own, but I'll just highlight a couple of items. Some of the successes we've had, as you guys know, DMV was extremely busy last year. The number of licenses that were issued last year was 117% over the previous year. So they had a lot of action in the DMV, and they did really well with it. And thank you guys for covering extra overtime for them, because that got us through some tough times. But overall, the public was pretty pleased. The wait times were, pretty decent, I have to say, in regards to overall in comparison to other counties. I think our team did really well. Also, we did a couple passport fairs, so I offered all school districts the opportunity to have a passport fair. We had Lake George come to our office for extended hours. They did 2 nights at our office. And then we also went to Glens Falls and North Warren. So it was a very successful 3 passport fairs. And we're going to offer that again to any school district that would like it in the fall. Coming up this year, we have some goals. As you know, the state has transitioned to a new system. That's going to be a challenge for the next few months. There's been a lot of glitches. I've talked to the senator's office. The state is aware of the issues, and they're working with the vendor and the state to kind of smooth those out. I think it's going to be a little bit of work, but we're getting through it. As of last week, processing time was about double what it used to be. So you'll see longer lines in the DMV, unfortunately. But they're trying to smooth it out, and our staff is doing the best they can to kind of get everybody on the same page. What I would like to do going forward this year is implement a remote DMV program. I think Warrensburg would be a good starting point for that, just because it's kind of centralized between Bolton, Chestertown, Adirondack, Horicon, sorry. But that has to be worked out with, obviously, the supervisors and seeing where we could get an office space, because the state needs to approve it in order to have the program there. And then our website, that's just, I think all of Warren County's websites need some overhaul, but ours specifically does need some help. So that's going to be our goal this year. Financially, we increased revenue all across the board this year. So.
Any questions for County Clerk Black? Yes. Supervisor.
Was it last year that we hired an additional person for pistol permits because we had such a backlog? And if so, how's that going? How's that
Yes,
going?
it's very smooth. I think we've, you can talk to it more than I can.
I was thinking over a year, and I would say average about a year to get your permit. We're down to about 3 to 4 months. And once I am able to take on the process fully, I think we can even shorten that time.
Great.
Yeah, people are very pleased. A lot of people keep asking if they can come and do their Warren, or their permits here in Warren County, just because it's such a smooth, transaction for them.
do that.
There's some new legislation out it's kind of gray, depends on who you talk to, so.
Okay, any additional questions from committee? Privilege of the floor, anybody from the public? Yes, ma'am.
Good morning and thank you. I just wanted to let my colleagues in the county clerk's office know, as well as everyone else, with the new time management system, you won't have that issue with the 0.4. So that'll go away. So I know it's de minimis, but I thought I'd let you know.
Okay, anybody else? All right, well, let's close out county clerk. And thank you. Both.
You.
Next and last, Warren County Treasurer.
No.
All right, we have action item. Request amend county budget in the amount of $35,414.76 to record 2027 mental health office lease per GASB 87. I don't see rationale, but we'll find out, I guess.
Yes, hi, good morning. So, mental health has a 24-month lease. And in the prior month, we put through a resolution for the 2026 year. And this resolution here is for 2027 because the lease is in fact for 24 months instead of 12 months. So this kind of completes the prior month's resolution.
The lease for the mental health office.
Yes.
We're leasing out of what building?
I'm not sure.
330.
Yeah, no, it's. More, yeah.
Cooper Street.
It's where the Ascend Mental Wellness Building.
Okay. Questions from the committee besides me? All right, hearing none, let's vote on the first request.
Need a motion.
Bring it to the
Need a-
floor.
Bring in motion.
All right, thank you, Supervisor Mayday, second, Supervisor Strainer. Any further questions? Let's vote. All those in favor of amending the budget and, well, as described, please signify by saying aye. Any nays? Unanimously passed. Second request, appropriate from GI fund balance in the amount of $14,258.50 to cover the cost of water, sewer, tax invoice received from Washington County Sewer District Number 1.
So the treasurer's office took over as of 2026 the Warren County Industrial Park Sewer Fund, which is the GI fund, we call that. And we have the budget for 2026 for that fund was only $26,000, and we just received the bill from Washington County Sewer District for $40,258.50. So we are requesting to pull out of fund balance the difference so we can have this bill paid.
Historically, this bill's been paid by,
Kevin,
yes,
DPW,
DPW.
yes.
We took it over this year, but it was not. It wasn't fully funded. Or we weren't, was there an increase or? consistent?
the budget stayed the same, 25 to 26. So I spoke with Kevin on this, and he said that next year the bill should be less. It should not be 40,000. It should go back down. I guess they have some reconstructions going on that made this bill a little higher than it's supposed to be.
Okay, bring it to the floor. Supervisor Mayday. Second by Supervisor Etu. Any additional questions from committee? Yes. Are you applying? You don't think there'll be another bill for the rest of the calendar year?
No, we only get one
Yep.
per year, yes.
Any additional questions?
If I could just add in a comment, I'll make sure we communicate with them in advance of budgeting, so we know if there's gonna be. We know that what we're budgeting is more accurate. We won't get a $14,000.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the first year we've taken it over.
Right, let's bring it to the floor for a vote. The appropriating GI fund balance, additional $14,258.50 cover additional invoice costs. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? That's unanimously. That's it for the Warren County Treasurer. Any additional floor and public comments? Seeing none, motion to adjourn. Supervisor Ito, Supervisor Strainer.